Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Blunt Talks. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about how cannabis can be used for addiction purposes. And what I mean by addiction is that cannabis not causing addiction, but can cure addiction. And this is something that I've been thinking about touching on for a while now. I truly believe in cannabis as a source to help people get off certain types of drugs, like heroin addiction, among other things. I've done other drugs in the past. I have had bouts with other drugs, harder drugs. I do consider myself a drug addict. All I do is smoke cannabis, and I truly believe that cannabis alone is what keeps me off of other drugs, among other things too. You know, there's other things involved too. I have used cannabis to help me stay off harder drugs, and it's been effective to me, and it's still effective for me at at my age now. I don't know if people really know that cannabis is actually being used today to get people off of harder drugs like opiate withdrawal and all that stuff. I mean, nowadays the practice is they just want to replace heroin with another drug like heroin, like methadone or Suboxone and stuff like that. It's much more beneficial to use a drug like cannabis that's not addictive, it's not habit forming, and it's so much better for the person. It's so much better for your health, for your safety, opposed to putting a chemical in your body like methadone or Suboxone or anything like that. So I just think that cannabis should be used more for those purposes, and I know that I've actually had doctors talk to me about cannabis being used to get people off of hard drugs like heroin. So, guys, I mean, I love cannabis. I talk about cannabis. I am a marijuana enthusiast, but I also have battled with drug addiction most of my life, and I do truly believe that cannabis has been my salvation. It has helped me through a lot of my rough years, with drug addiction, and now I got a long time clean. The only drug that I do is cannabis, and that's it. I haven't really turned back since I made that decision. But without cannabis to balance me out, and I suffer from mild depression and anxiety and all that stuff. And right now, I am I function very good, very good. I'm a high functioning person, and I'm not on any medications for mental health or anything. So that's a pretty big deal, man. I mean, that just shows the capabilities that cannabis has right there. Obviously, I'm one person, one of many, I'm sure, that use cannabis as like a medication to aid in their daily lives. And if there's anybody out there that can attest to cannabis helping them with an addiction problem, leave it in the comments, man. Like, I would love to hear about it, because I truly believe that cannabis can guide people and help people get off drugs, man. I mean, right now there's an epidemic with opiates. People are dropping like flies off of fentanyl. I have friends and family that I know that died from overdoses, and it's no joke, man. It's a pretty serious thing. A lot of people are really dropping off of these hard drugs nowadays, and I just think more people should be talking about using cannabis as a way to aid people off of heroin and cocaine and even alcohol. I mean, there's proven studies out there, guys. If you want to look it up and do some research, I mean, I did a ton of research. I mean, there's proven studies out there right now that proves from a scientific point of view that cannabis alone helps people get off drugs. It helps to withdraw people off of heroin and fentanyl and opiates. And instead of just replacing one habit for another habit, if you use cannabis to help you withdraw, you're not going to leave yourself with another habit. You know, cannabis isn't addictive, it's not habit forming, and it's a safe drug to use. It's a safe drug to use. You could be in a monitored environment and just use cannabis in multiple different ways. You can use it through tinctures, CBD, smoking it, concentrates, depending on your situation, depending on, where, you need it the most, whether you're battling depression or bipolar or a mood disorder or maybe just addiction. And once you get off whatever it is that you're addicted to, maybe you won't even need the cannabis anymore. Or maybe you'll be one of the people like me who continue to use cannabis to aid them with their issues. And I don't know, man. I just want to talk about it because I am a daily cannabis consumer. I used to be a hard drug addict. I've been clean for many years now. I don't consider cannabis a drug. I don't know if there's other people out there that agree with me. There might be other people out there that do think cannabis is a drug and still have that mindset that cannabis leads to worse drugs. But nowadays, all of the science is leaning the opposite way. It's leaning that cannabis actually helps people get off drugs. It helps people with mental health disorders. And if anybody that knows anything about addiction would know that usually mental health and addiction goes hand in hand. So having a drug that can really help with both of those things is it's a big deal, man. So let me know what you guys think, man. I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because I believe in cannabis to aid people, to help people get off drugs and to stay off drugs. I believe in cannabis to help people, with mental health problems and mood disorders, anxiety, and all that stuff. And, if anybody else has any experience with using cannabis for those reasons, I would love to hear it in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm alive proof. I'm alive. I'm proof. I've been clean for many years. I smoke cannabis on a daily basis. And I could tell you, I don't think that I would be clean today if it wasn't for cannabis. And that's how I feel about it. And, I've had doctors tell me that, they wanted to prescribe me cannabis to, stay off of hard drugs. And I've had doctors tell me that they wanted to put me on cannabis to withdraw me from hard drugs. So it's definitely a thing now. And I just think it should be a bigger thing. There's millions and millions of methadone clinics and Suboxone clinics, but how many cannabis clinics are there? And when I say cannabis clinics, I don't mean a dispensary. I mean a place you can go where they can give you cannabis in some type of guided environment where they give it to you and help you get off drugs. There should be more programs like that instead of so many programs where they're just trying to get you hooked on another drug. So that's why I'm pretty much putting it out there. I've talked about how I've had problems with other drugs in the past. I'm not ashamed of it. It is what it is. It's who I am. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have maybe experienced similar things that I have with addiction. And I would love to hear about it, guys. Don't forget, I'm posting every day at 4:20 p.m. Eastern. Every day you can expect a video from Blunttalkzz. And you know what? If you could, hit that subscribe button and that thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget, guys, have a great day. Peace out.